Hi, good evening, everybody. John Owings, Planning Operations Section Chief on California Incident Management Team 12. Give you an update on the KNP complex fire and what took place today. All existing lines have been holding, and the fire is actually looking really good and staying in the same footprint that it was yesterday. And I'll take you a walk along the map here, and starting on the far south of it where the fire's edge met Mineral Kings Highway down there, and we'll work up to the north and then go in a clockwise direction. All these lines up here where you're seeing it's all black, moving up from here all the way up to the Redwood Mountain Grove there, all looking really good. No heat signatures or anything that are threatening any control lines. So a lot of suppression repair activity going on along the west side of the fire, repairing all those outside containment lines and secondary containment lines, looking really good. Coming up around Redwood Mountain Grove there and working our way down to the east and to the south, everything looking really good. Coming down Torn Cabin Creek area, all these lines that we put in a few days, probably about a week ago. Crews have been heavily engaged in mopping up and securing, patrolling the lines, looking really good there. Coming down further, as you see where the fire line comes off of the General's Highway there and starts to work back up to where you see some red line. Now the fire is not moving at all through there. It's taken advantage. We've taken advantage of natural rock barriers to keep the fire from moving to the east there, and things are looking really good. Coming down, progressing further south on the east side down in the Giant Forest Grove. This is where right where you see red line down here just south of Giant Forest Grove. Crews have been engaged in there and holding the fire in its current footprint and securing and bolstering up any of the containment lines that are down there and beginning mop up and patrol down in that area, looking really good. As we work down around the Redwood Meadow, in a little Redwood Meadow area, fire hasn't moved at all through there. Very, very low, minimal activity. Most of the heat signatures are well interior. But there's still quite a bit of snow in the upper elevations around there and really around the whole fire. So you work down toward Atwell Grove area, down toward the southeast. We still have crews engaged down in there, continuing to put in line and secure line where safe to do so, and working helicopters and keeping the fire in its current footprint and making pretty good progress down there. Still a little bit of work to do down there. When we go down toward Kawia Creek area, fire is continuing to hold down at Kawia Creek area, hasn't moved at all. Still in that area, too dangerous to put folks down in there due to the steep, rugged terrain and hazard trees, and just a danger to firefighters there. But really good news that the fire has not moved at all down there, and very few smokes inside the lines there. And aside from that, a lot of good suppression repair going on along the General's Highway, coming up from the bottom here and then also coming down from the top. So stuff going on for the rest of the operation for tomorrow. Kind of the same thing we're going to be doing, securing any of those existing lines and performing suppression repair. Have a good evening.